Alright, hey guys, it's me, I'm back. Ignore that. Also ignore the glass on my head. Um, well, here we got another, um, Titanic build. If you can't tell by my skin, this is another FNAF project I got. And, this is actually supposed to be my own rendition of Security Breach, and some of you may say, this doesn't look like Security Breach. It's my own rendition. Keep that in mind. I have no intent of keeping it 125% loyal to the source. Where it's like this is a ruined pizzeria. You'll see where it connects in a second. This is, in my opinion, my lore, right where the Twisteds are, which again, not in the game. Not canon in any way other than in this universe, which is my own, and you can't change that. Um, though it is underground. I did stay loyal to that aspect. Um, we don't talk about that. That's a little nod to my. We don't talk about that either. That's a little nod to my other previous FNAF maps. Just a little janitor's closet. Of course, you got the stage, and there was parts and service. Then we go in here. Y'all should recognize this. Hopefully. This is my attempt at the burn trap room. I got working doors. Haha. And, for those who don't know, right above the burn trap room is a little pit where the blob lives. I had a thing for the blob, hence the Count the Ways Freddy, but, I didn't really follow through with it. I don't think it fit right here too well either, especially with the new addition of the staircase, but got a little thing to try and keep people from going into said pit. And this is the a FNAF 6 location, which in the original game is right there before the burn trap room. All ruined, all. Ignore that sound. Anyway, up here we got a little registration desk. And then we go to the underground. Yeah. Call it a mess, call it a work of art, I don't care. This one was very. I didn't care when I built it. Now, this, on the other hand, I took this from another Cup of Tea EXE video on his security breach rendition. This is like the only thing I've used a tutorial for in a long time on Minecraft. And then, of course, we got the elevator. Gotta wait for it to go up. And with that, we're up. And we're in some sort of sewer structure thing. This is where things get a little more into detail. I mean, I'm stuck on 1.8. What more do you want me to do? But up here, which I believe is accurate, I don't know. can't read, that says Roxy Raceway. Anyway, got the little car garages. They're all just straight up clones of each other. Then we got the outside view. You can even stand up here. Maybe I should add like tables or something, I don't know. I mean, of course, you got the actual track, which it's not too fancy. Just a figure eight with a bridge, but like, then we got an armor stand, which I have not decorated. It's supposed to be Roxy on her stage. We do have the beauty salon, I believe it's called, with the mirrors and all that. Got a gumball machine. I didn't put too much effort into this one because I didn't know how to put too much effort into this one. I tried, that's all that counts. Definitely. And here's where things get, let's just say you should be prepared. Because, yeah, you can't see the other side of the atrium. Hold up, let me get my render distance up. And, yeah. It's supposed to be big. We're gonna start from the bottom on our way up. So over here, we got the Fazbear Theater. And I think it's cool having different creative liberties, because this is my own thing. So I thought it'd be cool to have like the happy birthday banner, but I have join here because it's like the only thing I could put that basically said, come in, or enter, that only had 4 letters. Then we got exit. I think that's so cool. I think it would be cool, it's a theater, I think it'd be cool to have Big Top here. Thing is, I don't have a good way to get Big Top here. So, we're just gonna leave it like here. He's got the little rail for him. Another working garage door. Got a little hallway for him. Which I don't remember. Oh. And then I got the start. You'll learn about that in a minute. That tunnel. But, yeah. Got a rail going all the way down. Gonna have to get a rail going all the way to whenever I build parts and service. Now this is VIP seating. We'll go there in a minute. Concession stand. And the main theater. Main seating. These are the chairs. And from here you can watch the show. And what I think's cool is I actually took the time to make this whole thing glass. Hold on. Whistle noises, whistle noises, whistle noises, whistle noises. Okay, I couldn't actually see. Anyway, so if you go down the stage here, let me just remove the potion effect here. You can either shut or open this door here, so someone can just be down here and push the button so it's a full stage and doesn't have a giant stairwell. And here's the tunnel. Yeah. That we just saw. I hope to connect it over there to the little burn trap hallway, I guess. But that's going to be a pain to try and do. Ignore the glass up there. Ignore the glass. That was a... Let's see. That's for another thing entirely. Anyway. No. Not my sacred commands. This is why the glass is there. And I tried to make it so you could see the stage from just about everywhere. Keyword being just about. I think I've came to the conclusion that it's like, of all things, like one of these seats is like the best. Yeah, I can't even remember. But the funny part is I think the VIP seating actually is worse seating than the main seating. Worse view than the main seating. That's definitely making sense, yes. Anyway. I want to say again, this is that KJ Whippy holds some credit for my inspiration for this, but this one I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, next attraction. Gonna do a zigzag, I guess. Phaser Blast. This one's really weak compared to the actual, but I mean, you push a button, you get a bow and quote-unquote lasers. Wow, so cool. Laser, yippee. But from here, you can either join the green team or the pink team. The pink team, you gotta go through this little vent to your base. You gotta hit this. Green team's gotta hit that thing with a bow to get points, or other players. Then the green team... Hold up. Yeah, like I said, it's not as impressive as the actual game, but it's not impressive, I guess. Green team actually has a little outpost up here. They can see some of the people coming. Why is this here? It shouldn't be there. Same deal here. Hit this with the arrow, you get points as well as hitting other players. Green team, you get to go through this little cave thing. And once the game is done, a worker will come up, flick the lever, and you can come back in. There are some flaws, because who's to say you can't just go to one of the bases and come in here, but oh well. It's my build, and I don't want to build that. I don't know if I can build that. So, these pillars are very, very upscaled versions taken directly from the Pizzaplex in the Oddities roleplay. Thought that was cool. Thought that'd be a cool inclusion, because they fit that aesthetic so well. This is the Fazbear Museum. This one's definitely taken from KJ Whipping's little management wanted Pizzaplex. And here we got a Golden Freddy, just kind of because, like, he's... And another Golden Freddy, because for some reason in my head, I always pondered why have two, but it's like, there's nothing better to put, in my opinion, because Spring Bonnie just doesn't have that same golden effect. And no, I'm not putting the Withered. Why would Fazbear have a museum about their damaged animatronics? Anyway, you enter in here, and you have MCM. Or Secret of the Mimic, whatever you want to call it. Now with that, I will make this a... What's her name? Jackie? I think it's Jackie. Jackie in the box, but you get the idea. Anyway, over here, Fredbear's Family Diner. Then the OG location. Which, lore-wise isn't accurate, I guess, but, like, more people will recognize this as the first because not all fans keep up with the actual lore. Anyway, I thought it'd be cool to make the entrance, the exit. Then you go into the second game, which does include Mangle. But that was their attraction. Even though it's damaged, their attraction was to make it more damaged. Same thing here. FNAF 3. Their only attraction was the damaged animatronic. And I got the heads of all the characters that should be in this crate, I believe. I'll have to think about that, but then we go through the failed Circus Pizza World project. It opened and it shut down in like the same day, I think, for reasons you should only know if you keep up with the lore. Thought it'd be cool to give Electrobab and Liddy-Bab a place there. I got all the little characters like Bon Bon, Mini Rena, Biddy-Bab. I don't have Bonnet, but I don't think she played that big of a role in canon. The first FNAF 6 pizzeria with good animatronics with the mediocre melodies and Candy Cadet. Anyway, and all the rock stars, and that's kind of like the end of the storyline because you basically just gotta go into the thing. This is the only thing that comes after FNAF 6, supposedly. Because like I said, because at least in my mind, the mini Pizzaplex I built either isn't canon to whatever this Pizzaplex is, or it just counts as FNAF 6 again. Anyway, on to the next one. That was very taken from KJ Whippy. This is it's not taken from anything. It's supposed to be based off Security Breach, not picture perfect by any means. Though I did want to include this very poorly made Monty mask. I wanted to make sure this was like Fazbear at its absolute best. It has every trademark it wants, every trademark it needs, every character from the games, whether they deserve it or not. Then over here, this is like the most not needed thing. The Fazbear Hotel and Suites, which, there's not many suites. I don't think, no, there's not any suites. I mean, they're all the same, except for like one painting of a difference. Except for this one. I think it's a touch bigger. And the upstairs is basically a clone, but with different paintings, I think. Yeah. But I mean, other than that, now this is something I think really makes this build a custom Pizzaplex rather than just a one-to-one recreation of the game. The stage. We have Glamrock Freddy, Chica, Monty, and Bonnie and Foxy, as well as Roxy. And then just one random thing for just a random visitor or something. Like, as though in the storyline, Fazbear Entertainment's gotten to the best it has ever been and ever will be. It has actual celebrities coming here to be with the animatronics, where it's basically the same level of honor as maybe not the Super Bowl, but an NFL halftime show. And I mean, other than that, the only thing I got here is like the mess that is the testing creative process. Anyway, there we go. Let's make a shirt. We can sell it. It's just my face and it says creative process. One day. One day. Or it can literally just be a shirt that says creative process. I don't even know. Put in the comments if that would sell well. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until we meet again. I don't like how these outros take so long.